Okay, so right now it's a coding time. On the client side, we will be using a very high level library to send our GET and POST request. The library itself called requests, and it's gonna make our life much easier to do a GET or POST request in only a single line. The request is a third-party library, so let's start by installing this library. By the way, you can find the download link for this library in the manual PDF. So all what you have to do is to copy the directory of the request folder. Then we will navigate to that one and I will issue python setup.py, then a keyword install. Okay, just to make sure that the library has been installed successfully, as usual, I will open an interpreter Python and I will do import requests. And fair enough, we got no exception here, so everything is working as expected. Alright, so let me open the scripts on both sides. So this is the client one and this is the server one, and I'm gonna start with the server side. On the server side, we're gonna use a built-in library to build a basic HTTP server which handles the client request. The library called base HTTP server. Next, we define our Kali IP and the listening port address. And in this case, we're gonna be listening on port 80. Okay, then we create a server class, an HTTPD object, and we will pass our listener IP, the port number, and the class handler to the server class. Now the class handler called myHandler defines what should we do when we receive a GET or POST request to this server. Notice that the server will run forever without coding a while true. Okay, so let's go back to the myHandler. Now, if we got a GET request, we will do the following. We will grab the user input using the raw input, and we will send back an HTML status 200, which means OK. Now the send underscore headers specify the header field definition. Keep in mind that it's mandatory to set this value since our HTTP client has to know what the type of the data is, and in this case it's an HTML \text. The W file.write is an equivalent to send data in our previous TCP shell. And we will be using this function to send the command that the user has input to our target. Now, if we got a post method, we will do the following. First, similar to get, we will return an HTML status 200 to say that we got the post without any problem. The header of content length specify how many bytes the HTTP post data contains. Note that the returned value is a string, but it has to be converted to an integer before passing it as a parameter to read to our file.read. So we will use the integer function to do so. Finally, we print the posted variable, and in this case it's gonna be the command execution output. One more time, I need to mention that the server will run forever using serve forever function without coding a while true. However, if we invoked Ctrl+C from the keyboard, that will break the loop. The code on the client side is almost self-explanatory. We use subprocess to create a shell. Then we create a GET request to our Kali server. So this is the IP address of our Kali server. Note that the text function returns the text that we have got from sending the GET request, and in this case, the text is the command that we should execute. Now, once we got the command, we will start a sub-process, and the execution result or error will be sent as a post method in just a single line. Then we will sleep for 3 seconds and repeat the whole process all over again. Now keep in mind that I made this part just to be on the safe side if we got any packet drop or unexpected error. Also, you can enhance this script by adding some exception handling using try and except commands. Okay, so let's run the script on both sides here. Okay, so we got our shell here. So let's try to navigate the current working directories or the directory that we got here. So I will do an ipconfig. Okay, fair enough, we got the result. Let's try right now with mistyping a command, and fair enough, we got the result here, the error message here. And at the end, I will terminate the session. Notice on the left side, once I do so, we exit our script, and to exit the script on the server side, you just need to type or to hit on Ctrl+C on the keyboard to terminate the loop. Thank you very much for watching.